go back to DIU more. So we got that. Just got back from the gym, so that's why I'm here a lot later than expected. Took a nice bath just to kind of decompress all that shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to do it. You just have to. Especially if you try to take it. Oh. Wicked star. Oh, but they won't say that in English. Hey, whatever, man.
Joestar-san, Josuke. おっせえな、二人とも。何かトラブルがあったのか。ただいま、戻ってきたよ。
Both Jonathans are here.
ジョースターさん。それに、ジョニーだ。こいつはスローダンサー。帰ってきたっす。ジョースケ。遺体をバッチリゲットしてきたっすよ。それに仲間も増えたぜ。おう、歓迎するぜ。ここは俺たちの町に似てる
It's still
よ
kind
う
of
な気がする。
it still kind of gets me how the Josuke of Jojoin isn't really a Josuke. He really isn't. He's actually the physical, mysterious fusion of Yoshikage Kira and Kujo Josefumi, which would essentially make him the fusion of Yoshikage Kira and basically this alternate timelines Jotaro, basically. I still have to read more of Jojoin to find out what possible stand power that Kujo Josefumi may have had, just to see if there's any difference. You know what I mean? Again, that's what intrigues me about Hirohiko Araki as an author. Never mind him as a mangaka, as an artist. Storytelling. That's what always intrigues me about him, and that's what always draws me back.
おい、ヤスホはどこにいるんだよ。
Yes. The love interest that experienced all four testicles.
知らない。お前が勝手に言ってるだけだ。なに？よし、それじゃあ早速遺体を確認するぜ。ジョースターさんが両眼部、ジョセフが両耳部。
I mean, perfect, because he's a little eavesdropper. I mean, he was snooped in on his old mom taking a bath and going, nice, nice.
ジョータロウが胴体部。
He's been the glue to everything since part 3.
ジョースケが左腕部。
Kind of makes sense, yeah.
ジョルノが頭部。
The irony, just like Dio, because remember, the only reason he exists is because of the body of Jonathan, but the head of Dio Brando.
ジョリーンが腕部。
Fair enough. The daughter of Jotaro.
で、ジョニーと帽子をかぶったジョースケが。
Hat Josuke.
僕は両脚部だ。
Got the legs, but you can't walk.
俺は心臓部。
Fair enough.
遺体の部位はこれで8個集まった。だが最後の1個はどこだ？おかしいな。遺体の光が導いてくれねえのはどういうことだ？
Someone's got it already.
スピードワゴンさん、今思えば異変の影響を受けたブチャラティやフーゴたちが逃げるとき、彼らも聖なる遺体の光に包まれて消えていった。
We don't have Iggy either.
それがその最後の一個と関係があるのでは。
Bitch. Enyaba, the hater.
揃いも揃ったりジョースターの血族だもん。
I'ma say it now.
遺体集めにご苦労なことよな。だが貴様らが全ての遺体を目にすることは決してない。人体の中心、最も重要な部分、脊椎部をあのお方がすでに身につけておられるのだか
ら。That's why.
なんだと？
お前らはここで皆殺しとなり遺体を奪われる運命。じゃがあのお方のお手を煩わせるまでもないわ。ケチャー
Get me num-nums over here. Seriously. I don't even have the word. Alright. What's this? Alright.
調べるのは決闘だ。
All that haze, my god.
よし、グレートだぜ。オープンだけ。
このわしのジャスティスで貴様をまとめてくれ。
That's right. That's right. That's right. Bitch. Before her stand concessions. Oh my god.
俺は誰なんだ?
Alright, if you must know, Enyaba's stand. Alright, if you look at anime only, Enyaba's stand, which is I believe Judgment, it basically makes you frail, old, and weakened. And thus, you know, inspired by Bleach. One of the Espadas had a similar ability. Now, in the context of manga, because again, 80s, the manga was released, I think 80s, early 90s, may have inspired that Espada in the Bleach manga.
この自慢の頭をけなされるとムカっ腹が立つぜ。なぜ頭に来るか自分でもわからねえ。きっと頭に来るってことには理由がねえんだろうな。本能ってやつなんだろうな。
That's a mouthful. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get at. Ooh, triple S. That shit wasn't that hard. Whoa. Okay.
じゃがわしのそもそもの役目は果たせたわ。しかと確認いたしましたぞ。ジョースターどもは遺体をすでに8個集めておりますぞ。
Okay. Yeah, I kind of dig this new layout I just pulled. I like it. 4-3, get a little bit of art, and then also
なんなんだあのばあさん。誰に呼びかけていたんだ。地震か。いや地震じゃない。僕にはもう分かった。この感覚は
なんだかわからないけど急に冷や汗が出てきたわ。
心に食い込むようなこの圧迫感、このどす黒い感覚。何これは。この気配はまさか。
遺体は害悪なるものを弾き飛ばそうとする。だが同時に遺体は遺体と出会いたがっている。お前たちの持つ遺体が私の持つ脊椎部と反応してこの基本世界まで引き寄せてくれたのだ。
やれやれだ。この目で見るまでは信じたくなかったぜ。ディオ。奴を倒せばジャイロが帰ってくる。行くぞアクト4。
それがバレンタインを追い詰めたエネルギーか。
無駄。ゴールドエクスペリエンスレクイエム。お前が真実に到達することは決してない。スタープラッシュオラー。何生ちょろいぞ。丈太郎たちが打ち負けた。何が起こったのだ。レクイエムが通用しないなんて。
this one's the clusterfuck. Because think about this, right? Golden Spinach Requiem's ability is negating everything to 0. So if you did a fatal blow to him, it would be completely negated. Kind of like rewinding back to before getting killed, and as though the attack itself never happened, and rendering anything done by anybody to 0. In addition to that, when inflicting the target, Golden Spinach Requiem is almost like an Ultra Instinct type thing for Shono. And what ends up happening is it sends someone to a never-ending psychological death. They may or may not be dead, but in their mind, they're constantly dying. And that's what happened to Diavolo.
アクト4が当たったのになぜ平然としていられるんだ。
Which brings me to the power of Tusk as Act 4 from Johnny Joestar. When he learned the golden speedball, spinball power and everything with his stand, when he shot Funny Valentine, he was constantly unraveling. It was like a never-ending death, but eventually he died. Even his parallel forms died. But again, the crazy thing about Funny Valentine is that his stand's ability to go into parallel worlds. Hence why in one alternate timeline reality, Dio. Hence why this situation.
スタープラチナは確かに奴の頭を砕いたはず。
So folks, in essence, I almost want to say this game is kind of like the event that succeeds Jojolian whenever that is. Think of it that way. And the fact that this story was also written by Araki himself, so. But what the hell,
吸血鬼の再生ともザ・ワールドの時間停止とも全く異なる能力。
この基本世界ではジョースターどもが私を倒したと聞いていたが、その程度のスタンドでは話にならんわ。
これは
遺体は遺体を求めて引き合う。
Alright, think about it this way, right? Kind of like bringing the Dragon Balls together. That's one way to look at it. Also, how Pucci always talked about in Stone Ocean about believing in gravity, about things destined to be gravitated to us together. Also, the fact that there are 9 Holy Corpse parts, right? Parts that belong to Christ. Anyone familiar with Christianity or teachings of the Apostle Paul talked about the 9 gifts. So, parallels. Hirohiko Araki, in his book about manga and the art and craft of manga, he talked about how Jesus Christ was like the most solid protagonistic character. If you got the book, go ahead, read it. He talks about Jesus quite a bit there, interestingly enough.
お前たちの集めた遺体が脊椎部ごとこのディオを引き寄せてくれた。
We're lucky that they did the spine and not the pubic bone, because that would have been hilarious.
そして今度は脊椎部がお前たちの遺体を引き寄せる番よ。いい心持ちだぞ、ジョースターの血族ども。我が真実の前に。
まずいぞ。あのもやに触れるのは危険だ。
遺体が一つ足りん。やはり空城城太郎、この世界でも奴を始末せねばならんようだ。エンヤバ、我が影響下にある手駒どもを呼び寄せろ。遺体は遺体と惹かれ合う。奴らに聖なる遺体の部位を与えて
仰せの通りに。
城太郎の持つ遺体はジョースターどもにとって最後の希望。それを奪い取り、奴らを絶望の淵に沈めた上でこの基本世界から消滅させてやる。我がスタンドザ・ワールドオーバーヘブンでな。
Yeah, some shit, folks. Yeah, some shit.